When you think about the world and your life, do you think about how you want the world to be? What do you want to see in the world? Because when we look into the world right now, if you actually look in, obviously you see a lot of fear, a lot of separation, a lot of judgment, a lot of, war. And that really is a reflection of the collective consciousness of what's going on inside of people's consciousness, because we are a macro of the micro. We are a cell of the universe. Everything that we see on the outside is really a reflection of collectively where the consciousness is. So when we think about what we want to see in the world, so for me, I want to see harmony, I want to see unity, I want to see that everybody, every single soul on this universe feels safe, doesn't have to feel like they're in fear for survival. I want to feel that everybody is in soul alignment, that we are all living our joy, expressing our joy, being able to be free to be our unique selves, but with that understanding that we're all connected, we're all united. So what is it that you want to see in the world? What is it that you want the world to be? And then look at yourself and ask yourself, if you want the world to be peace, if you want the world to be harmony, if you want the world to be unity, look at your life and ask, am I peace? Am I harmony? Am I unity? And if the answer to that is no, well, that's your starting point, because we ripple out into the collective. Our consciousness adds into the collective. So if we are plugged into all the fear programming, if we are watching the mainstream media, which is all about fear porn, it's all about keeping your consciousness low. It's about keeping that memory of those lack programs of war in people's consciousness so that we keep creating them. But if we take back our power and start thinking, look, what am I consuming? If I am not peace, if I am not harmony, if I want to see that in that world, I have to become that first. I have to become it first. So you need to look at your life and think, and this is what I do daily. I've made huge changes in my life to become harmony, to become more balanced, to become peace, to connect back to the true self, to go into soul alignment. And life is just so much more alive now. I see sacredness everywhere. I see the truth of what this planet is and what we are, our divinity. So we have to devote ourselves to our own discoveries, and it is rediscovering the self, because we are massively indoctrinated away from the self and we lose sight of who the self is. It causes a lot of confusion, a lot of pain, and my brother did a video the other day, and I loved the way that he said this. He said he was talking about the fact that a lot of that people are heartbroken. There's so much heartbreak in the consciousness, and the reason a lot of that heartbreak, as he said, it's about disconnection to the self, to our own divinity. So we need to think, what do we want? How do we want the collective to be? Peace, harmony, balance, inner soul line, whatever that is. And they ask, am I that? And if I'm not that, what steps can I take to become that? And it does start with devoting time to the self and rediscovering what makes the self fulfilled, what makes the self feel good, what is the truth beyond all those limiting programs and expectations placed on us through society. And once we have courage to step into our authenticity and start to discover it, everything changes for you and for the planet.